So here we are, about 5 days later, back from a little vacation, and we have our brake caliper finally. I haven't tried to fit it yet. Hopefully it is the correct one. So let's go ahead and get this guy on here. And we should be trying to drive this thing after that. Yeah, that's the plan today. We're gonna get this brake on. And then maybe a couple of other small things. I don't know, my brain's not working right now. We've got, all right, so let's go over what we gotta do. Oh good, we got hardware. So we gotta get this brake back on, and then we gotta figure out if we have reverse. I might just roll it out and drive it without reverse, but it'd be nice to figure out, you know, what's going on with the reverse. Because right now it doesn't feel like we have it, but I haven't had a chance to put it down on the ground and, you know, mess with it too much. So the other issue we're gonna run into is this. My trailer is still broken and in the way. So we're gonna drag that thing out of here somehow, because I can't drive it. I can't drive my MR2 with that thing sitting there. So yeah, oh, the other thing we gotta work on. So after we get this brake in, we gotta work on the clearancing here. So we're gonna start with just a hammer or a sledgehammer or something. We're gonna bend that pinch weld in, and then we're gonna set it on the ground, see how the steering is, and we'll adjust from there. So brakes, and then bashing, and then we'll try to drive this thing. Oh, another thing from MR2 Haven I got is these shifter cables. So I saw that they sold these adjustable shifter cables, and I don't really like where how my current one is sitting, and I got that reverse issue. So I went ahead and bought these adjustable shifter cables from them. They were a really good deal. And so we're gonna get these put in. Oh, and on top of that, they have these spherical rod or spherical bearings in here to help stiffen up the shifting. The only thing I'm questioning on this is the way that these are installed, because you can see right there, it's kind of cockeyed in there, you know, right here. It's like they put this piece of plastic in there and they just kind of press it in there maybe. So I'm wondering if I should try to press that in there so it's flat. I think I am going to do that, but hopefully I don't screw it up in the process, but because it's pretty cockeyed in there. And it looks like it's missing some of the, I don't know. They seem to be really good quality other than that. That's kind of a weird thing, but hopefully these shifter cables will help fix our reverse issue, but we'll see. We might have to pull the rear mount back out and adjust our brackets on there. Okay, so this has happened to me on both of these brake calipers. The aftermarket ones are not aftermarket, they're reman, but they do some sort of coating. Looks very nice on here, but I think it's too thick because the brake pads won't fit in here, and also the e-brake mount, the cable won't fit in there. So I don't know what is going on with these, but they're definitely not right. So the caliper itself seems fine. It fits on the factory bracket. The brake pads fit in the factory bracket, obviously, and the caliper seems to work fine. And then when I put this bracket on there, it should be the same. It should fit just fine, just like the other ones. So I don't know what's going on, but something's up with these brakes. So we're just going to use the factory bracket for the caliper and the factory bracket for the brake, for the e-brake. So that's pretty much it for the brake there. I got to get this hose hooked up and bleed it, and then I gotta get a pin. I gotta find a pin to put in here, to hook up the e-brake, and then we'll be good to go. We'll get the wheels put on this, we'll get this back down, we'll start working on the front there. That's what's coming up. We'll be driving this thing soon. All right, this is it. I'm gonna start this thing, hopefully it starts, and we're gonna try and drive it out of here. But I don't think it has reverse, so here's the new stance. It's kind of hard to tell what the front's gonna look like because there's nothing on here except for the hood, really. But yeah, there's her new stance. 1.5 inch spacers on the struts. I'd say it's just about perfect. I wouldn't mind it being a little bit lower than that actually, but we'll see in the winter, you know, when we redo the suspension, how we can, if we can get it to sit a little lower. But it looks pretty sweet. So let's see if this thing starts, and let's see if it has reverse. Pretty confident that it'll start, but I don't know about the whole reverse thing. Woo! So I got no reverse, and I got no brakes pretty much. So there we go. Now they're pumping up. So we still got brake bleeding to do. We still have brake bleeding to take care of, and let's figure out this reverse before we go anywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and get these cables, new cables installed. As you can see, I put it in reverse and we roll forward and just about hit the toolbox. So push it back. Oh man, it rolls really nicely, which is good. It's a good sign. Okay, so wasn't the most successful. Man, I still kind of want to push it out. I'm gonna push it out and I'm gonna drive around. Screw it. I got the e-brake. I have the e-brake if I need it. So let's see if we can get this thing out of here. Which I might not be able to because my truck's in the way too. I'm gonna have to move that real quick, and then we can work on taking this thing for a quick little safe spin, you know, just to see what's going on before we tear back into it. All right, so I got no reverse right now. I got a battery that's dying. So here is my first time driving this thing. I've got pretty much no brakes, but I do have my e-brake. exciting. I got tires rubbed horrendously. All right. E-brake is pretty much our only brake at the moment. No second gear. Doesn't seem to work for crap. Jeez. All right, we're just gonna limp her home. Woo! See if I pump up the brakes, if I can get some brakes out of this thing. Like I got nothing. Now they're working a little bit, but not much. Must have a lot of air in there still. All right, guys, that was super sketchy. I gotta get the car back in the garage now, so whoo, we got work to do. We got work to do. That was one crazy ride. Alright, so there's a few things I need to iron out. One of them being the shifting. It feels like we're getting all of the up gears, like the top gears, like first, third, and fifth just fine. But it's actually not getting any of these back here. So the cable or the bracket back there possibly might need to be adjusted so it can pull further back, I guess. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to mess with this. I'll let you guys know what I figure out. All right, so I guess I forgot to get footage of this after I finished it. It's a couple days later. We're working on the roll cage in here. But so the shifter with the new cables and everything is just beautiful. I mean, I get all the gears and it just shifts amazingly. So what I ended up having to do was I had to go back in, and you can't really see it down in there, but I had to take my mount back out with my shifter cable mounting points and move them around a little bit. It took a lot of trial and error, you know, putting it in there, testing it, taking it back out. But yeah, it shifts amazing now. On the next episode, you guys are going to see us finish some stuff up on this, do a roll cage. This thing is coming around. My buddies are coming down this weekend to help me paint it and finish it up. So a couple more episodes and you guys will see this on the racetrack. So we got a race coming up in 2 weeks in Albany. So it's got to be there. And we're going to get it finished up. So stay tuned. We'll catch you on the next one.